Hi everyone, welcome back to all of you on my YouTube channel Sit and Prepare. So today we will learn why the value of sine 0 degree is 0, sine 30 degree is 1 by 2, sine 45 degree is 1 by root 2, sine 60 degree equal to root 3 by 2 and sine 90 degree equal to 1. See, for each and every angle we will have some values. Even sine 1 degree will have some value, sine 2 degree will also have some values. But 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree are known as standard angles. On these standard angles we can see the value, we can prove the value very easily, and we can remember the result, right? So let's get started now. First I will consider sine 45 degree. Okay, so in sine 45 degree you can understand, if this angle is 45, this will also be 45 by angle sum property, so this will become isosceles right angle triangle, right? So these two side will also be equal, correct? These two side will be also be equal because it is isosceles triangle. So since this is a and this is a, so what is the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse will become root 2a by Pythagoras theorem. Now let's apply the basic definition of sine of the angle. So sine angle is 45, so let's take 45. What is sine theta definition? Opposite upon hypotenuse, right? So opposite is how much? A, and then this hypotenuse is root 2a. You can see a and a will get cancelled, so sine 45 degree will become how much? 1 by root 2. That's why the value of sine 45 is 1 by root 2. Let's do now sine 30 degree and 60 degree. So for sine 30 degree and 60 degree we have to do one construction here. I have assumed a triangle PQR, which is right angle at Q, and angle P is 60 degree and angle R is 30 degree. Let's draw a congruent triangle same as PQR, so that this is exactly 90 degree and this is exactly 60 degree, and this is 30 degree. Let's give some name here. PQRS you can give. Now focus on triangle PSR. If you see triangle PSR, it is an equilateral triangle, right? If it is 30 30, it will become 60, so each angle is 60 degrees, so it will become equilateral. And in equilateral we know all the side length are equal. So again I am assuming this as A, so this will also become A. Since this is congruent, PQ and QS exactly same length, so it will become A by 2 and this will become A by 2. Let's calculate QR by again Pythagoras theorem. So QR square will become A square minus A by 2 whole square, which will become A square by 4. So QR square will become 3A square upon 4. So ultimately QR will become root 3A upon 2, which is also the height of equilateral triangle, you can understand. Okay, so the proof of height of equilateral triangle also can be understood by the same. Now I am considering back the triangle PQR, and I am taking sine 30 degree, sine of the angle, and that is what? That is opposite upon hypotenuse, so A by 2 upon A, so which will become A by 2A. A will get cancelled, it will become 1 by 2. So what is the value? Sine 30 degree is equal to 1 by 2. Similarly I can take sine 60 also. For that your observation will be point P. From point P if you will look, then sine 60 degree will become how much? Sine 60 degree will become, for that the adjacent will be A by 2 and opposite will become root 3 by 2A. So root 3 by 2A divided by the hypotenuse, which is A. Again A will get cancelled, so your sine 60 degree value will become how much? Root 3 by 2. So I hope all of you understood these values now. Sine 30, sine 60, sine 45. Now let's do sine 0 and sine 90. This is great observation here. For sine 0 degree, just understand, if we take this angle as a theta, assume it some value, and then you are making this angle as 0 degree. So first we write the basic definition of sine. Sine theta is what? If I am assuming this as theta, sine theta is let's give this name so it will be easier, O, A and H. If I am taking this point C as a point of observation, so opposite is AB, right? O upon H. Now try to understand, if I am making theta as 0 degree, that's why we need the sine 0 degree value. As soon as you will make theta as 0 degree, don't you think this A will directly fall on B? This AC, this hypotenuse will be like that, like this will directly fall on B, correct? So the length of O will exactly become 0, right? So your numerator will become 0 divided by hypotenuse will become equal to A. H and A will become equal, so your value will become 0. That's why sine 0 is 0. That's why sine 0 is 0. I hope it is understood. Now let's analyze sine 90 degree. Let's analyze sine 90 degree. So for sine 90 degree we will assume again this theta to be 90 degree. So just think, if theta will become 90 degree, O and H will be on the same line, right? Your H, this line will be 90 degree, so this will like turn like this, right? 90 degree. So your O and H will become equal basically. Apply the same formula, O by H. Since both are same, you can write H by H and O by O, no problem. Numerator and denominator will get cancelled, so it will become how much? 1. So this is how we will get the values of sine 0, sine 30, sine 45, sine 60 and sine 90. We can do the same for the remaining trigonometric function. I hope all of you understood the proof. Thank you so much.